Sexual assault allegations against European soccer star Cristiano Ronaldo from nearly 10 years ago have led to both a civil lawsuit in Nevada federal court and possible state criminal proceedings. A lawsuit has been filed against Ronaldo by Kathryn Mayorga, who has also initiated the reopening of a police investigation in her claim that he attacked and raped her in the bedroom of his penthouse at a Las Vegas hotel in 2009. Ronaldo's lawyers claim he and the former model and school teacher had consensual sex in his hotel room and then returned to the nightclub where they had met. At the conclusion of the criminal investigation, police will decide whether to recommend that prosecutors file criminal charges against the 33-year-old athlete from Portugal who plays for both his national team and the Italian club Juventus. The civil lawsuit, which was filed on September 27 in Clark County District Court, will proceed to a jury trial in civil court only if a Nevada state judge sides with attorneys for plaintiff Kathryn Mayorga on key procedural and statutory questions. Mayorga allegedly received a $375,000 payment from Ronaldo as part of a settlement in 2010, but both parties are now saying they were pressured into entering into that agreement against their will. Ronaldo's attorneys have not yet responded with their own filing to the civil lawsuit. Mayorga claims she met Ronaldo at Rain, a nightclub in Las Vegas which has since closed, after which she was invited back to his penthouse suite where he sexually assaulted her in the early morning hours of June 13, 2009. Ronaldo has continuously refuted the allegations, despite a $375,000 payment to Mayorga in 2010. According to Portuguese paper Correio da Manhã, Ronaldo claims he and Mayorga had consensual sex after which they returned to Rain nightclub and spent several hours together. He now wants CCTV footage from Rain, which closed in 2012, to show that they went to the club together. In a statement, Ronaldo's U.S. Attorney Peter S. Christensen said that the footballer's motivations for paying Mayorga had been twisted to say the least. Single quote. To absolve any doubt, Mr. Ronaldo has always maintained, as he does today, that what occurred in 2009 in Las Vegas was consensual in nature. While Mr. Ronaldo does not deny the existence of the mutual agreement and release, his motivations for agreeing to that resolution have been twisted to either least. Far from any admission of guilt or any ulterior motive, Mr. Ronaldo was advised to privately resolve the allegations against him in order to avoid the inevitable attempts that are now being made to destroy a reputation that has been built upon hard work, athleticism and honor. Single quote. Mayorga alleges she reached a $375,000 settlement with Ronaldo in 2010 in exchange for her silence, before the original police investigation was dropped. Mayorga's attorneys say she underwent a medical exam to collect DNA evidence soon after the alleged attack in June 2009. But the investigation was ended because Las Vegas police said she only identified her attacker as a European soccer player, not by name, and did not say where the incident took place. The case was reopened in recent weeks at Mayorga's request. Her lawyers say she provided Ronaldo's name to detectives who interviewed her in 2009 and identified the location as the Palms Hotel and Casino. Police will turn over the results of the investigation to Clark County District Attorney Steve Wolfson to decide whether to file criminal charges. A jury of 12 people would have to reach a unanimous verdict of guilt for a conviction on a felony sexual assault charge that could bring a sentence ranging from 10 years to life in state prison, depending on whether the jury decides if Mayorga suffered substantial bodily injury. Police have refused to release documents about the case. Officer Aidan Ocampo Gomes, a police department spokesman, said Tuesday he could not comment about an ongoing investigation. As for Mayorga's lawsuit, before it could go to trial, Judge Adriana Escobar would have to decide if too much time has passed since the alleged attack, whether Ronaldo or Mayorga violated a 2010 non-disclosure agreement that requires Mayorga to keep quiet about an encounter that Ronaldo's lawyers say was consensual, and whether documents cited in European news stories about the case are authentic. Mayorga's attorneys want to avoid the non-disclosure agreement. The lawsuit claims Ronaldo used fixers to pressure Mayorga to sign. It also accuses Ronaldo or people working for him of conspiracy, coercion and fraud, defamation, battery, breach of contract and negligence for allowing details of T.P. confidential settlement to become public in European publications. Last week, Portuguese media reported that Ronaldo claims it was his former club Real Madrid that pressured him into signing a hush-money deal with Mayorga, in order to ensure that the case never got to court to protect its own image. Tabloid Correio da Manhã, citing sources close to the case, said, "One of the main arguments the star is going to use will be that he was pressured into signing the agreement to pay the American woman." The footballer had just signed a lucrative contract with Real Madrid and the club was concerned about its image. Their concern was heightened when, during his holidays in the US, Ronaldo was the center of attention and was even photographed on a night out with Paris Hilton. The investment made by Real Madrid was high, and although they never doubted the quality of the player, the club was apprehensive about the consequences of his off-pitch behavior. The paper insisted Ronaldo was opposed to the idea of signing any hush-money deal before Real Madrid got involved. Real Madrid has not yet responded to the claims. Leslie Mark Stovall, a lawyer for Mayorga, has acknowledged that plaintiffs in personal injury cases in Nevada usually have 2 years to file a civil lawsuit. However, he says a psychiatrist diagnosed Mayorga this year with post-traumatic stress and depression, caused by Cristiano Ronaldo's sexual assault in 2009. As a result, the attorney says, Mayorga was not emotionally or legally competent to enter the non-disclosure agreement 9 years ago. We believe that we have the factual basis to ask the court to set aside the agreement so that we can litigate her original damages, the attorney said. If the lawsuit gets to trial, a jury of as many as 8 people would be asked to reach a majority decision based on a preponderance of the avide NCE standard, which is a less stringent standard than a criminal case. If jurors find in favor of Mayorga, they would be asked to consider possible monetary damages. Mayorga is seeking an unspecified amount greater than $200,000. In the criminal case, veteran prosecutors, defense attorneys and law professor Eve Hannon at the William S. Boyd School of Law at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, agreed that the state could bring criminal charges despite the passage of time because Mayorga filed a police report. There is no statute of limitations if there is a valid police report, attorney Tom Pitero said. Ronaldo has described Mayorga's accusations as fake news, and described rape as an abominable crime. Ronaldo has been ruled out of Portugal's games in November, against Poland and Italy. His next club game for Juventus is on October 20th, at home against Genoa.
Thanks for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe my channel.